Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, today is episode 2, Brown Dust for Dummies, the dummy guide. Today we're gonna do PvP, Advanced Arena. Advanced, not so advanced, just kind of common sense things that you should know. If you're looking for the basic stuff like chaining, supports, turn order, I have another video called PvP Basic Guide or something like that. I'm gonna link it at the description and then I'll put a link to it at the end of the video. This is slightly more advanced than that. That was really basic, placing units, turn order and stuff. Check that video out. Okay, so today we are going to do PvP. Um, okay, so the general rule of thumb for PvP in Arena, what you want to get is at least 60 to 70% wins when you attack because you have attacker's advantage, and 30% to 40% wins when defending. That way your rank rises, alright? And it's easier to go up this way. If you win all your attacks and you lose all your defense, you're not moving anywhere, alright? So you have to have a decent defense and that will help you rise in ranks, right? I hope that makes sense. So attacker's advantage, what's attacker's advantage? Attacking advantage is your units go first. You have the first hit of the fight. Okay, so when you have the first hit of the fight, you have a big advantage because you hit first, right? You kill something off first, and that's why the main key for Arena is you must one-shot stuff. Okay, so if at first you're using one support, your DPS, your Sigmund, your Foxy doesn't kill stuff immediately, add in another support, buff the DPS up a little bit more, see how it goes. Still doesn't kill, 3 supports. I think 3 supports, in my opinion, is the most that you can use in Arena. So buff your DPS until they can one-shot stuff. Alright? I'm going to show you a few fights. Attacker's advantage and defender's disadvantage. Alright? So basically this form, as you can see from this form, you can see the turn order when you fight. So I'm going first. My advantage is lost because my Edith is going to hit the Lilian, and the Lilian will not die. His first hit is Eden, he's going to kill my Ceres. But the good thing about it is my Ceres would have already buffed my line. Alright? So losing a support, putting a support in front is fine. It's entirely fine. As long as the buff went through, it's okay. Alright, let's watch the video. Watch the battle, okay? This video will be slightly longer because I want to show you fights and you actually understand from watching the fights instead. Okay, so as you can see, Lilian is always the 9th turn. She's always last because you want to maintain her defense buff all the way. The maximum will be the 9th turn. So Lilian is always on the 9th turn, plus 3 Lilians, of course. Alright? Okay, so now I have 2 roadblocks. I have a Lilian and I have a Lucius. So his DPS roll is going to miss. It's not going to hit much of my DPS. Alright, and I'm using Goliath. So skeletons, they counter Eden. He dies straight away. His attack is too high. And then Lucius is going to block all the attacks from there. Alright, that makes sense. This Lilian is not buffed a lot because my DPS, only Eden is going to hit him here. Alright? So Lilian gets buffs by the amount of times that she's hit. Alright? So now the turnaround is here. Valfen kills off 2 DPS. And I practically win the fight because he's left with support and Lucius. Alright? And my 2 units are definitely going to kill the Lucius. Okay? Valfen is going to be very popular, so we're going to talk about him a bit more. Valfen gets 95% defense before he normal attacks, so he will not die to skeletons. It's very difficult for him to die to it. If there is a lot of skeletons, he may die. And Levia is just practically one shot. Alright? So we're going to continue with attacker's advantage. Alright, look at this again. My Eden always goes first in this form. So Vanaka dies. He loses one buff. His DPS row is on top. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Eden first. Ceres dies again, but because I am attacking, she's already buffed. She's already buffed my team, so her dying isn't a big deal. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And my problem in Arena right now, personally for my team, is that Velja, this lady here, she kills a lot of my units. So I had to put Lucius at the back just to deal with this. And if she goes this row, I don't mind losing either of these two. So I don't mind putting a form like this. Alright, let's watch. Okay, so I'm going to show you the benefit of Seer in Arena as well. Seer taunts and Levia one-shot stuff, right? So basically, this Seer, if I'm not wrong, she is going to tank the Levia spell. Alright, because she's at 6 turn, the taunt is still active. Either that or she dies to the Sigmund. Okay, she dies to the Sigmund, then it's just a Zakan right there. Now, okay, a key point here. My Eden first kills the Vanaka, right? So the Velja is not as buffed, which is why Seer didn't die early on by her hit. Alright? Then Velfen turnaround potential comes in again, kills off the middle. Alright, I hope it makes sense. In top tier arena in Asia right now, my server, Levia is a huge thing. Alright? And she is really, really, really hard to kill. Alright, look at the damage. Levia does a significant number of damage and kills stuff immediately. Okay? As long as the Velfen is +3, I mean the Levia is +3, instant kill. Unless it is a Velfen +10 or a Mammonia +10 with so much energy guard, then they don't die. Alright, there are exceptions for everything, counters for every unit. You're gonna have to find out yourself. I can't list every counter for you. It doesn't make a lot of logic for me, alright? Okay, one more time. Attacker advantage. Okay, this formation is interesting because DPS row center. Eden kills Ceres immediately again. So it's left with John, which is a defensive support. He gives taunt. My guess is either he's gonna die pretty quick. So he puts the taunt on Bathory +10, which is a very tanky existence. Incoming damage -50%. Okay, +10. Skill levels matter in arena. Alright? If Bathory is not +10, she dies very quick. Alright? And when there's curse and all that, jazz. So he's putting the taunt on Bathory. Okay? Aaron, I think, technically kills Eden. But my Eden doesn't go for him, my Sigmund does. So I'm not sure about this fight. I didn't watch it, but Aaron is a very good unit with high skill level. But if you're a newbie, you don't have the books to put into Aaron at first. Alright? Unless you don't have Seer, you don't have a decent DPS to skill up, you're not gonna go for Aaron's first. Alright? Anyway, let's watch. At the same time, you can watch how John taunts on Bathory, alright? So I think my Sigma will hit Bathory, if I'm not wrong. There you go. The taunt on Bathory. Now, because my roadblock lane is in the center, his DPS is not going to do much, alright? Now the Levia is going to kill. Oh, it's a +10 Levia. Wow. So having a roadblock in your team is pretty important. Lilian is the most accessible, in my opinion. +3 Lilian is more than enough. Mine is +7, but that was just me being weird. Okay, now you see from this fight the benefits of having a roadblock. A roadblock meaning Lucius, Lilian, Arcan. Arcan is really expensive to invest. 10 books, 9 books plus soul gear. It's a lot of books. Lilian just needs 3. Okay, so I would suggest Lilian over Arcan anytime. Okay, even though Arcan lasts a little bit longer. Alright, now we're going to go with defending. Okay, so my defending isn't that strong. This is my Guildmaster. Alright, so here you can see his attacking advantage. Alright. I'm trying to go through these first before I tell you how to place units, alright? The basic logic to it. Since his DPS goes first, Sigmund kills 2. I practically lose 2 DPS off the bat. He loses 2. I lose a buff. This really shows attacker's advantage, alright? My Seer brings away the Levier AoE, which is huge, +10 Levier. And now I have nothing that can kill Hell. Okay? Because I know my Levier was gonna die. Yeah, anyway, that's how it is. This is attacking advantage, so make good use of it. You're expected to win more attacking. And also because his DPS lane was on my DPS lane. Alright, it didn't touch any of my roadblocks, which is why I was probably gonna lose before the fight even started. Alright. Alright, I hope you understand this. I'm not gonna go more into this. I'm gonna go into formation. Alright. Chaining supports. Please watch my other video. I talk about it a lot. I tell you how to place your support turn orders. And it's interesting, alright, because now I can show you with my current formation. Okay, this is slightly more advanced. So you chain support to mage, because mage takes 2 rounds to hit, right? So no hit comes out. 2, nothing happens. 3 to 4, another mage. 5. So 5, Eden hits first. Alright, so Eden goes. And then the enemy goes 1 time. And then my Sigmund. Okay? The rest is pretty self-explanatory. So we're not going to go with that. Lucius and Lilian are just roadblocks. Okay? If Lilian kills something, it's a bonus. It's really a big bonus for me. I mean, I don't expect her to kill stuff, alright? Because I'm using double shield runes. If I get her to +9 or 10, then I can go with 1 assault, 1 shield with a very good shield rune. But that's for another day. Seer. Seer Taunt is on 7. I'm gonna explain why it's on 7, okay? Seer Taunt is 10 turns. Okay? As you can see from the couple of fights just now, mages always cast early. Their turn is always early. So this taunt, if not negated or she doesn't die, she will drag the AoE around her. Okay, so having Seer taunt at turn 7, 8 or 9, you will have the mage big AoEs, because mages have big AoEs, right? Look at that. The AoE on Seer. Okay? So in this formation, I'm not saying this is the best formation, I'm saying for my current state, my team, this is good for me because any AoE that goes on her hits Lucius and her. And if she dies, it's a bonus for the enemy. I don't really care if she dies. She's just here to bring away the damage from my team. Alright? I hope that makes sense. Anyway, using my formation to tell you what I'm trying to achieve is pretty funny. Okay, so this is another formation that I have. In this case, this is a formation specifically banking on them not having the DPS row on top. Okay, because Levier is very important for me. She insta-kill stuff. Arcan Lilian which are normally the roadblocks that enemies are using. So by putting it here, I'm banking on the enemy not having a top row DPS, right? Because Eden just kills her straight away. Jin, even Dalvi one shots, Levia. A lot of front row attackers one shot. Alright, so putting it here, I'm betting on them not having the DPS on top. Alright, and putting Velfen at the back to get this buff is so that his damage, his attack is higher. His crit doesn't really matter, so it's just mostly about damage. Ideally, okay, ideally in an ideal world, I would have two buffs on Velfen, but I can't because I want to protect my two DPS units here. So I need to have someone first, right on top, and then Lucius behind. Because most of our DPS that people are using commonly, Foxy, Sigmund, they hit the second row. This guy, this row here. So I need to have someone in front, and then Lucius to tank the hit. Alright? It's a big bonus for me if they're middle DPS with no fixed damage. My Lillian will never die, and she's gonna get a lot of stacks. Okay? So what could happen with this formation? I get just destroyed by a top DPS, or they get stuck on middle, or their Sigmund and Foxy get stuck on Lucius. Okay? And if they have an Edian or a Jin right here, they're gonna kill Beliath. And then if they have another skip, these two will die. But my Velfen is still alive. Okay, the problem with this formation is back row attack. It's very dangerous for me. But it's sort of like a gamble. It's like a scissors, paper, stone kind of thing. Okay, I'm not saying this is the best formation. It just happened to work for a while last week. So I decided to use it for a while, for a few games, for a few matches. And it got me some wins. But the general idea is placing units where they do not, where you minimize the damage they take and maximize the damage you do. Okay, a good thing about this is my DPS 1 is here and 3 is here. So if I get wiped here, through the scenarios just now I spoke about, so say these two die, I have Velfen alive, I have Levia alive. This is enough counter potential for this team. Okay, not for your team, for this team, this lineup. Because Velfen is 3 times 3, it's a huge AoE, and if they die, he gets more attack, so there's a big turnaround potential there. I hope it makes sense, alright? Velfen is going to be very popular, he's very, very strong, and you can get him with ancient coins. Right? Now we look at other people's formation. I'm going to explain why they do such a thing. Okay, let's go with the formation just now. Okay, so Fenrir, Lucius roadblock middle. So what he's trying to achieve is he's banking on this row to kill off your row faster. Alright? +3 Angelica. This taunt, as I said just now, is supposed to drag away Levia, Velfen, all the mage ultis, all the AoE, which is why it's on the 8th turn. Okay? So, basically, you have to cater your formation to the teams you are facing. So if you are facing a lot of Gunthers, this formation is going to hurt you, because Gunther is going to jump and damage 3 units at the same time. Alright, Gunther is 5 squares, so it's in like a crisscross. I should just, no, I can't show you like that. So if you're facing a lot of Gunther in a new server, you have to place your formations in a way where Gunther does the least damage. And here is an idea for a formation that takes the least damage from Gunther. Alright, so it's something like this. Okay, this takes the least damage from Gunther. I'm not going to bother with turn orders and stuff. but it works. Okay, the turn order, let's look at it. Everything buff in the center. Cast, Belial buff, and so on and so forth. All right, the taunt is still there. Gunther jumps, second row. All right, second row will be Velfern, Seer, or Belial. They're all on the second. So Gunther jumps, AoE doesn't hit anything else. 1 unit trade-off for Gunther. Okay, so you can place it in such a way that you can avoid the AoE of Gunther and just take 1 hit, if that makes sense. I call this the 1+ formation because it really looks like a 1+. And the clutch would be this unit here, Levia, because it is very, very hard to hit her. It's practically impossible. Alright? Even a Briton hits the first tree. And a Yunrang, a Leto hit the back. So she is the safest unit on this formation. Okay? Other formations. Let's do my Novice Arena. No. Novice is an entirely different game. We'll do another video for that. Different ways of buffing, different ways of chaining your supports, mages. If you have Velfern, he's good for giving you that option to do so. There is no perfect formation, there is no perfect lineup of units, because something always counters something else. Alright? You have to note the weaknesses of your units and the advantages you have. Alright? +10 Sigmund. Skip 2 tiles. Very, very painful. Okay, I'm going to do some swords so you can actually see. I'm probably going to lose quite a bit because I think everybody swapped formation suddenly. Anyway, let's go. Oh, this guy, I always lose to this guy. Okay, attacker advantage, Eden killing Valja straight off, and Cerez. Christina, big damage. Sigmund clears the back. So I have the taunt on Seer right now. What plus is this memo? +3? Okay, so +3 isn't that tanky, it's alright. The Seer takes the AoE. It is a +10 Levia, so it's painful. Levia doesn't take damage. Eden clears. And, oh, it doesn't proc. Wow, okay, not enough damage there. Okay, I won this one. Now, after Lillian casts her spell, she starts to take damage because her defense becomes 0. Before that, it's 100%. Alright? So when your defense is 100%, only fixed damage goes through 100% defense. Otherwise, you take 0 damage. Alright? This formation I'm using is not the best formation. I'm going to say it again. It is not. It just happens to work this week, today. It just happens to work and gives me some wins. Alright? I practically have to change formations every day. Okay, I don't know his turn order. Cerez into Refi, into Venaka, into Viola. Okay, so my Belial is gonna die with Seer probably. Oh, they didn't die. Memo takes away 2 of my units. Okay, next round, my Eden should be able to kill Memo. Oh no, Eden dies. Oh no, he kills Skelly. Okay, so +5 Memo. Where's my turnaround potential right here? So what I can hope now is for Levia to kill Memo. Alright, she's gonna take a little bit of damage. Hopefully she doesn't die. Okay, she dies. I lost this fight. Memo with what runes? 1 assault, 1 HP. Okay, so Memo ignores. Where's the skill? ignores incoming damage reduction, and deals additional damage. So it is pretty painful. Alright? And she is really tanky because of Energy Guard. Max energy, max HP times 250%. It's a lot of extra HP. So my team failed because I could not kill the Mammonia early on, and I got wiped. I hope that makes sense. Also because Seer took the Velfen AoE. If you notice, I think. I think it was something like that. The taunt took it away. Okay, next fight. Who are we fighting? Pisces. I've never seen this guy before. Oh, I've really never seen this guy before. What kind of team does he run? Top DPS. Okay. So probably a very buffed Sigmund or Yunrang. Single buff Yunrang doesn't do anything, guys. Okay, notice his Velfen is gonna cast on Seer because she's second on top row. So Velfen's AoE is gonna go here. Alright? Now Sigmund jumps, kills, removes the energy guard. So I think I probably won this one. I hope I meet someone with a middle DPS role. Then I can show you Lillian's stacks. Everybody's formation is different, alright? So there is no perfect formation. You have to figure it out yourself. I can only help you this far. Okay? I can teach you to fish, and you can fish yourself. I can't help you fish. If that makes sense. I'm probably missing out a lot of things I should be telling you. But every different unit has their own strengths as well. So Jin counters. The counter is extremely painful. Alright, 200% attack is huge. So Jin is stuck by Lillian, so there's one stack right here. Belfern is probably gonna go here at the back. There you go. And then there's the turnaround potential. Belfern is not afraid of bombs like Zarkan. Zarkan is painful, okay? 270% fixed damage. Counter. Okay, my Eden should wipe. There you go. Okay. A little bit of info. As long as Eden hits a skeleton, he will die. A Belial skeleton, he will die. Because his attack is amazingly high. I'm not going to push you to get Belial. It just happens that I got Belial. Alright? She falls off this after the update, but she's okay because her buffs are pretty decent. Alright, so here we go. There's an Alec. Alec has fixed damage. Okay? This is fixed additional damage. So if Alec hits Lillian, Lillian straight away dies. No question. Lillian has too few HP number there. Okay, one to note. Foxy trades with Seer if there is no Veronia buff, immunity buff on her. Okay, I have a chance. And this is a plus 10 Foxy, I believe. Yeah, plus 10. So she does a lot of damage. Now this Levia AoE is going to go on Lucius, so nothing is going to happen. Watch. Because my formation is such a way that I want to counter that. Okay, so I think, yeah, I won this one. My Levia goes first, and my Eden goes first. So basically the position and the unit itself, you have to look into what you have and know what you're doing, alright? And where you want to place them. Know your unit's advantages. No unit is bad. Even Victor, even though he's trash, okay, he's not trash, he's just really bad for fixed static arena like this. Because he gets countered and he dies, he kills himself. So even then, he is useful because he does a lot of damage. He kills stuff. Alright, so Eden first. Referee dead. I'm guessing yeah, Valger takes 2 and dies. Oh, that Rafina, wow, so cool. I've never seen a Rafina in a long time. Plus 10 Rafina. Now the Taunt is going to take 1 AoE. Second one is going to take another AoE. So taunts are important as well. Know how the taunts work. Know what they do. Okay? And I said it in my beginner PvP video. Taunts, where you place them, why you put them there, is very important. And the turn order that they are in. Alright? So it's not bad to go Seer first, to taunt first, to bring away 1 DPS. But you lose the advantage because you go for taunt first, right? I think Seer is gonna die. Yes. Now his roadblock is here. I'm gonna have some issues with this. The Lucius is there. It's gonna take a while for me to clear that. Luckily my roadblocks are in the middle, so I'm still okay with this. I might lose this actually, to be honest. Okay, Valfen damage wasn't much because we only had 3 people dead. So the graves are a little in number. Okay, so Lillian is probably gonna kill Vanaka. There you go. And then Lucius is gonna die. So now the DPS here is gonna hit Lucius. I have 3 counters, so it's fine. And then Levia next turn is gonna kill the first 2. Cast on the back. Alright. Okay, that's 7 swords. This is not the best formation. I'm gonna say it again. It is not. It just happens to work this week for my team. And for you, it'll be entirely different based on what you have. Okay, let's go even further. A way to practice arena, okay, and placing and doing formations. Mystic Island is a great place to practice because you can fight people. You just look, you can see their forms. Let me see if I can. I'm so tempted by this. You know what? I just do this first. It's 288. It's not a lot, but it's super simple to kill. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm not even gonna change anything. I'm just gonna go with it. Because all these are fodder units, right? This guy is leveling silver stars. I'm so tempted. I'm sorry, guys. This is a waste of time. I'm gonna say again, I am not the best at this, at doing formations and stuff. I learn from people much better than me. So I'm trying to like share what I've learned with you guys. Alright. Okay, so let's say, okay, Iceman. What does he have? Aaron, Sito. When you do pillaging in Mystic Island, you can see their turn order. So I know for a fact that Sigmund is gonna go first. Alright? Sigmund is gonna go first. So I need something tanky enough to take care of that. What was it again? Okay, so if I put my units like this, Sigmund is gonna hit this. So right now, by looking at this, I can see that this square is free. I can put something there, and it'll take little to no damage because Sito is a skip. Alright? So basically this square is safe. So I can just put Eden there, it's fine. Nothing is gonna touch him. My Lilian is not gonna die to this whole row. Alright? Even Chocker, that's not gonna do anything. Okay? So you practice doing this with Mystic Island, pillaging. Nothing is gonna kill Lilian here. Sito is gonna skip, he does fixed damage. So what you wanna do? Put something for you to skip on. A Lucius. Alright? Now how am I gonna deal with killing all of these? I want to do this so I can get the Death Guard up here and kill 2. Yeah, if you get what I mean. If I put Sigmund here, he's not gonna kill this unit. So what I want to do preferably would be, I want to level early. And taunting is basically pointless here because no big AoE mages. So I don't have to use Seer. Alright. So basically my whole back row here is free. I can put whatever I want here. So what I can do is probably something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, because it's only one tile for Sito. So what I want is my Eden is going to hit these two. Ceres dies. Alright. I'm practically safe on this lane. Ceres dies. Sigmund jumps into Sito and probably will die because it's a +8. Then I have Vanaka to clear. So at the end of the day, these 3 are dead. And then we're left with these 2. Levia is going to burst these 2 down in the next round. And then this Velfern is going to go here. Alright? If that makes sense. Let's see how it goes. I'm not really good at this, but I'm just going to show you guys, okay? Lilian takes no damage. Sigfus. Sito didn't die, what? Ridiculous. Okay, that was a miscalculation. You don't see +8 Sitos all the time. Okay, so now Lilian is going to punish. Oh wait, Lilian didn't cast? Okay, never mind. This Sigmund is probably dead. No, not dead. Alright. My bad, my bad. My bad, my bad. I did not calculate the Ceto surviving the hit. My bad. Anyway, that's how you go and look at it, alright? And it's useful for Guild War. It was my bad, totally. And you want to practice doing formations, you do pillaging, okay? Do it every day, you get more Mystic Dust to buy stuff. It's a good idea. And you also get that mission also. I think it's 400. Okay, advanced PvP. What else do we have to talk about? Basic stuff should be in my other video. I'm gonna say again, check that one out. Doing a formation that's good for your rank. Maybe we should do... I should put in some time with my alt. Okay, so this is my alt. I have pretty not strong units here. Very average stuff. +1 Belv, non-awakened Lucy. So I'm just using this and I didn't really think much. Just went for it. So at Platinum in Asia, the kind of lineups you see, totally different. Alright? People you fight, you can see their turn orders. You can learn from that as well. Totally different ways of fighting, of lineups and stuff. So you have to look at what you're facing a lot. Like, maybe there's a lot of Alec, Gunther. Do a formation that deals with that as efficiently as possible. Okay, so this is a free-to-play account. I rarely play it. I don't even do the campaign and stuff. And I got some meme units for Asian coins. So this account is entirely wrecked by myself. I got Dwayne the +9 instead of Sigmund, and I'm trying to do Foxy. I got Gran. I even got her costume. But anyway, for PvP, always look at what you're facing. Always know what you're facing. Okay, look at what you're facing a lot. You're probably going to face a lot of Sigmunds, a lot of Foxies. Every team, Sigmund. Foxy. Wow, Platinum is really interesting. What kind of lineups are these? There's going to be a lot of hell as well. So basically, look at what you're facing a lot, counter it so that your defense is stronger. Put units in a way that your units don't take as much damage, and that you can actually have a decent win rate to go up the ranks. Okay? Anyway, I like this costume a lot. Anyway, guys, I think this will be the end of the video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment below if you have anything you want to know, and if I can help you, I'll give you the best answer to my best ability. Alright, hey, thanks for watching. Yeah, leave me comments, man. I enjoy comments. I try and reply all of them. My video is a little long, I'm really sorry. I really tried to compress it as much as possible, but I hope it's interesting to you guys to watch the whole thing. I'm going to leave a link to the basic PvP arena guide at the end of the video. And I'm going to put it in the description as well, so you can actually click on it. Alright, hey, thanks for watching, guys. Ciao.